Creation be damned! Burn your soul within the ring of fire. Deep immersive dark fantasy RPG experience like you've never had before. Your main man guarantees. Step inside the faces of Morgul and learn more than your mind can be ready for. Monsters and Men Saga Book 2 of the books now available to the fore on DriveThruRPG.com. RPG directly from the mind of your main man. You damn right know you like the videos, you watch the content, you play like never before. Pick these books up and get all the tools to make your players the best damn RPG group they can be within the Ring of Fire from the Air System. And more from the Air System coming soon. You can get PDFs of all the books for Within the Ring of Fire from your main man. Hit me up on Facebook, my link on this page, and you can get them all at one low price. PDF prices have been discounted for many of the books for the holiday season. Get the RPG fans in your holiday Christmas tree list what they really crave within the Ring of Fire. Now, we're going to be talking today about obstacles to getting people in to playing RPGs and some of the similar near RPG experiences. We're talking about MMOs. We're talking about play by post. We're talking about play by PM. I might even talk about LARP. So, strap in, barbarian horde, and get ready to go 1,000 miles an hour with a mouth that never stops from your main man making more noise than 12 sewing circles of 80-year-old women. So let's get down to brass tacks, backs tacks, all kinds of tacks, baby. Let's get it going on, and let's talk about some of the obstacles getting people into. And what I see a lot of is system intimidation from these players. I try to pull in people from anywhere where I find someone where I think is creative and is intelligent. That's what I look for. I don't look for someone who's been playing for 20 years. I look for someone that's going to want to play for 20 years to come and 20 years beyond that and play with your main man. So I look for people that are going to be in that vein. You understand, baby? So when we have those obstacles, people get in there and they're all rolling dice, 20-sider, 4-sider, a 3-sider. I didn't have a 3-sider. What the hell is that? A club does this, and wait a minute, what are the rolls for suffocation again? And but now I got to learn about an elf and what feats, and there's so much to take in with many of these role-playing games that it drives players away. I am a strong supporter of making a game system rules lighter and lighter, and you'll be seeing the Air System coming up from Raw Immersive Games, even lighter than what you've seen within the Ring of Fire. So we really want to embrace people, bring them in, make them not afraid, because I've seen system intimidation strongly because they want to come in, they go, oh, this is too much. I've heard this particularly from female players a lot. I mean, I'm going to talk about a few hundred female players that I've spoken to over the course of a couple of years doing my research, because I went out and did all kinds of research in different ways when I became a game designer to see what, not necessarily just the people playing wanted, but what people that are on the periphery, what do they want? How do I pull them in to the greatest hobby on earth? And that's what I sincerely believe. I love this hobby. I don't want to share it with more people. I want to bring more creative minds into it. I want to bring more intelligent people into it. I want to have people loving and enjoying the hobby just like I do, just like you do, baby. You understand? I'm talking right to you. And it's that connection, that mutual love that we have for the hobby and the expansion of it that can be great. So what are the hindrances of bringing people in? And I found that, the power gaming, the min-maxing, the hack and slash. I found all those things very bad for the hobby, all things I hate. Concentrating on getting away from those things. And that's really what the Raw Immersive System is all about, trying to reach out and to bring more people in, trying to make available options to people that aren't necessarily going to be what we have so much, particularly getting a lot of female gamers into the fantasy game. There's a lot of female gamers go, I won't play D&D, it's just nothing for me, I don't like it, it's too mechanical, it's too mathematical, it's too male-centric in a lot of ways. They want something fast and fluid and easy system-wise, so they can maintain that creativity, they can maintain that role-playing, which is what they're all want. It's not why we're all going to the dance for that. Sadly, no, some people aren't. But that's what I like, and that's what I see a lot of those people like. And I budge, kind of budge the people off. No, I'm scared. Just try. Oh, this is great. So for me, that's something that's really important, to have people that are going to breathe new life into the hobby. And I can see them coming from a lot of places. But let's just focus on these so we don't make this video 4 hours long. I know you'd love to hear it, but I don't have 4 hours to talk to you. I have to go play I get to go play Stalker with Matt Pritchard in like 20 minutes. Awesome. Go check out Matt Pritchard's channel. My buddy Matt Pritchard. He did a lot of good stuff on his channel. So let's talk about play-by-post. Now, play-by-post and play-by-IM have a lot of similarities. A lot of them have dice and systems and game masters and stuff like that. And when you have that, you make a much closer approximation to what we're doing at a tabletop level than the ones that don't. If you don't have a game master and you're still using dice, a little bit further away. If you don't have game master or dice and it's freeform, you know, don't get me wrong, in an RPG, in a tabletop experience, loads of time, any saga I'm going to run, there's going to be periods where I just freeform it, you know. But even then, I'm going to be using stats from your characters. I'm going to understand what your character can do, and I'm going to put it over correctly. I'm going to give you your just due. But, you know, in those type of games also, you're not going to necessarily have any kind of character sheet at all. You just, whatever you did. And a lot of times people, they just go super powerful. They like to call it God modding, or I don't know. I don't even know. I think God modding is controlling another person's character. I'm not like super master of knowledgeable of their inside terms. So I'll probably mess some things up. But there's some term for when people don't be playing right. You know, when they're just so powerful. It's like, and I teleport away. That's a common one. If you start seeing people do that, go, and I teleport away from you with the X out button. Peace. Yeah, that's definitely a bit of a problem there. It's like, oh, things are going against you now. Finally, we got something on you. Oh, I teleport away. Oh, I also have all these extra special magical Smurf powers of magic that you didn't know, and also Smurfy goodness. Smurf. Yeah, man, it's can be really rough in those type of games. Yeah, you can do a good deal, you know. We can go Savage Steamboat WrestleMania 3. We could say, okay, who you want to win? You want me to win? You know, if I'm gonna deal with someone like, you want to win? You want your character to win? Okay, fine. How do you want to put me down? Really? Yeah, you want to kill me? You want to beat me down? What do you want to do? I don't care, man. Just explain what you want to do. We'll walk it back. I mean, I'm gonna get some on your ass. Don't get it wrong. But let's walk it back, and then let's go out there and perform for the people and make, you know, the people watching. Wow, that was really good. You know. That can limit your creativity. That can limit certain aspects of it, but it will prevent it from being a colossal clusterfuck of a train ride. Even with good players, you know, say I'm playing with Mary. Mary goes this way, and I go this way. Oops, oops. You know, you can get to that point where it's like, what do we do? Of course, you can start talking out of character to each other and try to, again, going right back to the beginning. You know, we're talking and setting things up. So you can set things up where you can't. And if you have somebody you have no idea who they are, like if you're playing with a bunch of people and someone just busts in, boy, good luck. And if you're playing with a ton of people, your game's going to suck. Almost guaranteed, unless you've been very careful about putting guidelines to people, which again, start narrowing it down and making it not as freeform as it otherwise would be. So that in itself can be an issue. Now, play by IM, you can also, you know, you can play the same ways. Well, let me tell you about play-by-post. With play-by-post, you might be knocking back 875 words a post. You might be knocking around 1,500 words a post. You might be knocking around 25 words a post. It can be very different. Yeah, it might even be 25 words, but it depends. And you might, if you and I are playing play-by-post, right? You, right out there, right there. You, yeah, you. Yes, you out there watching my video. If we're playing play-by-post, you're playing, I'm playing. Bing, 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 boom. If we're both on at the same time, it can go, and start building to become more similar to like a play-by-IM. But it might be like I post, you post 3 days later. And then you can get a real disconnect like that. Because like what happened, like to get way down here, if you post 3 days after I do, and then maybe I post 2 days after you do, and same one. By the time we've gotten to the end, we're way down here. What happened in the middle? What happened? You know, it can be rough. Particularly if you're doing like 8, 9, 12, 20 different games like that. Which a lot of people that are in that deal do. And there's tons of them out there. My buddy Roy Walker runs a play-by-post Werewolf the Apocalypse game. I haven't looked at it, I haven't played it. I don't know firsthand anything about it. Just what he's told me. Just what his girlfriend's told me. So they assure me it's very good. I'll try to have Roy leave a little post here with the address for it. You guys want to check that out. I think they used to do Vampire. Now I think it's just Werewolf the Apocalypse. I might not be right on that though, but I can't say really anything at all about it, other than what they've told me. And from what they've told me, it sounded good. Also, my buddy Wendell Whitaker, he is on Gaia Online. Did I get it right? Maybe not. So you can go check him out there. And Window, feel free to plug your RPG hotspot as well for play by post. And I think he's more of the. I think Wendell is more of the freeform, whereas Roy's game. I think Roy's game is you have some kind of dice roller. I'm going to go about 95% sure that they told me that, but I can't be sure. I want to go about 98% sure they told me that. Yeah, I'm almost sure they did. But anyway, that doesn't matter. You guys can go and look at that stuff for yourself. So the problem with play by post is it can descend from being a role playing game at all to simply being collaborative writing, where you're no longer playing a character, you're just writing together. Which, okay, that's nothing wrong with that. It can be fine. It can be fun. You're more than likely not going to produce anything that's vaguely publishable. Still, if you're having fun, whatever, it's no problem. But is it a role-playing game? And is it close to what we're doing? No. The IM becomes far closer because it's bing, bang, bing, bang, boom, bang, boom, bang, boom. Hey, what are you doing there? I'm doing this. Just like a role-playing game, right? I mean, typically it's boom, and then boom, then boom, then boom, then boom. Your main man going to talk a little bit longer. Most people, we know this. But that aside, it's still going to, I do a deal, you do a deal. And then, we can subtext, we can elaborate, we can explain context surrounding. And it can come out, an IM game can come out to being fairly similar to playing like G+. You're stripped away of some of the live constructs. It depends, I'd be grabbing people and shaking hands and putting arms around and yes, we'll do this. And I'll kind of get down. If you're tall, or I'll get up, and I like to get involved in it. I like to get caught up in the magic of the moment, of the mind, of the immersion. I really enjoy that. And I find, it boosts the spirits and entertainment of people, gets a little more adrenaline going, and it's a good deal altogether. So, you, of course, obviously are going to have that disconnect that you're not face-to-face if you're playing by IM. You also you can't see the person. So that's a big disconnect, too. Like, we're playing on Google+, I can, gesticulate, I can slap my gooyay, I mean, whatever it is, baby, you understand? And you can see that, it's easy to do a lot of different things that aren't necessarily as easy to do or possible to do at all. Plus, you build up a bond. Like, if I'm looking at somebody, like I'm going to play here very soon. I just stop this video soon, but if I'm playing with my boy Andrew, right, and I can look at him, right, and I start building up a connection with him. If I never seen a picture, I've never seen him, and we just texting each other, it don't mean anything. You get closer to a real life connection with a person, and that is a better valued use of time. When you can have that, obviously being face to face, you develop a higher connection. You can see people while they're interacting, you develop a higher connection. If they're only a name on a screen, probably not that much, man. You're spending years with them, but you don't know what they look like necessarily. You don't know really anything. So it could be an issue. And there's also all kinds of issues I've heard of, people doing this or that, or, all kinds of little different horror stories. But, those aren't really mine to know about. So, I'll let you do your own research. I think probably just about every big-time RPG supports that. The play-by-post, the play-by-IM. Within the Ring of Fire supports you. You want to go and play yourself some Kalthar and Mihungi on a play-by-post? Go ahead, man. That's you. On a IM, that's all good. And it can definitely help supplement people that are having problems finding gamers or people that are very introverted. Being a very extroverted person, personally, I just people right here and getting it on and having a good time. That's my preference. But a more introverted person, they might like the text and so forth. But I've noted by implementing cinematics, deep immersion, collaborative storytelling, collaborative narrative, and rules like tactics, which the air system does, I've been able to more easily draw people and get them interested. Get people to convince them to buy the books. When they buy the books, they read the books. Go, wow, this is not what I thought. This is not some D&D. This is I understand what's going on here. All right, I can work with this, and that's like, yeah, okay, that's what I wanted to have happen from the grip. So that's very good. When and I played, like I said, I played a New Burn by Night. I played it once for myself when it first came out. Then I played it again because a friend really wanted to. I tried to be down for my friends when I'm like, I don't want to do this. Sucks. Like, no, I played it the other night. It was pretty good. And then I'm like, I don't think it will be good though, man. They're like, I think so. Please, man, I need someone to come in and do this role for me. I'm like, well, that does sound pretty fun. I mean, I'll come in and do that, but, you know, just remember, man, it's probably not going to be, you know, whatever. So, you know, I go in and, because I remember playing 2 different characters on 2 different time periods. One when I first started out, and then one, I don't know, sometime later, many months later, or a couple of years, I don't even know. But the game was around for a long time, and I thought it was quite horrible, to be honest, the new Burman, which is a good example of the text-based, because you have too large a base of players, and not enough plot, you know, not enough storytellers, not necessarily even good storytellers. You know, it's just some stagnant, booty stuff, and then just PvP fighting stuff or coffee shop style vampire, which in itself you can have a lot of problems with that. So, you know, I wasn't a big fan of that, or the IM style. Plus, you know, you disconnect. It has a greater degree of disconnection. Google Plus does have a disconnect, but, you know, it's still pretty awesome. You can play with people from around the world, great players, and it's not that big a disconnect. It's a big disconnect for, you know, playing on IM. I think it's great to reach out to these players. You find them, you play in these communities, you do that stuff, encourage them. Hey, man, get on that table. Get with your friends. Drop them dice down. Get within the ring of fire. Get other RPGs and play and enjoy it and experience the RPG hobby that way, because that's going to be a new game, a different way to play. And I mean, you can find these games all over the place, you know. MMOs, I don't know that much about. Never played one. But we could clearly see, you know, Star Wars Galaxy or World of Warcraft, clearly very similar to the role-playing games. You know, World of Warcraft is all World of Warcraft is Dungeons and Dragons world. I honestly don't know that much about it outside. I played Warcraft 2. I know about that. I think I played Warcraft 1 as well. I know, certainly. You know, I know about that. I know about making a skeleton with your Death Knight. That's what I know about, but I don't know much about the rest of the stuff, you know. But I mean, it looks, you know, very D&D. You got your classes, I think, and, you know, orcs and all kinds of different races. So, and they had a bunch that weren't in Warcraft 2, so I don't know anything about them. But I like some of the pictures. I like the way the art looks. It's good. So, you know, I know it's essentially all the stuff out of role-playing games I don't like, though. So it teaches players a lot of things very badly. While the play-by-post and play-by-text teach you to go, you know, refer to your character as if it is something separate to you, which you can see my boy Andrew's video about, you know, don't do that, man. It's me. It's me. My character is me. When I'm going to play a character here in like 10 minutes, he's not me. Or excuse me, he is me at that time. And he's my avatar. He's my essence. He's my face in this world and in the Game Master's imagination. Now, if you don't want to take that and go, it's me, and, you know, start stabbing people or something, but you do want to take that in terms of getting into that method acting, of staying in character, of thinking like that character, because then you can really produce an excellent exhibition of role-playing talent, which is really important. And I play with them, and some of them will even get mad at you, like, no, you're doing it wrong. That's a pet peeve of mine. I don't like that. Da-da-da. I'm like, you don't know how to roleplay. Shut the fuck up and listen to your main man. You understand what I'm saying, baby. You need to sit under the learning tree. But, you know, I mean, people do things their own way. And while people like to hit me for saying things are right or wrong, I mean, things are right or wrong. Boom! I ain't gonna apologize, fool. No, in all seriousness, though, you know, it's weird to me, you know, when people think, yeah, anyway, I think you get what I'm saying. And in LARPs, not LARPs, in MMOs, you kind of get the same thing. Like, people, it educates them how to play the game incorrectly in terms of, I want the best armor, the best magic, the best weapons, the best things, and I want it too. All right, cool. Your fighters are the same guy. No, hey, my guy fighter's name is Carl. My fighter's name is Buttface. It's Carl and Buttface, and we're the same guy. And bring that up to your game master, and then you bring your other friend in. I'm a fighter too, baby. My name is Hound Dog Balls. You're like, well, Carl, Hound Dog Balls, and Buttface, yeah. And you all have the same weapons, the same armor, the same magic, the same everything. Oh, it's the same color. This color gives us a +1 bonus of subterfuge. Oh, of course it does. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't you want red and black stripes on all of your armor? Of course. Of course it does. It's like back in AD&D, they give you a bonus for having black. You get like a +5 bonus for having black gear for hiding shadows. So I would wear white gear for my ranger. I'm like, yeah, I'll be wearing white gear. Boom! No one does that. All you in your black robes. Fuck you. I got opulent ass white, and I'd be cleaning it all the time. And then I learned prestidigitation. I'm like, who's got ball and white clothes now? Look at your ugly ass stagnant stock black robe. I had to go to a special store to get my shits made. I don't go to the Black Robe-ish. You know that's a store, man. Many characters have black robes. It's got to be a store. Them motherfuckers be selling quick. But yeah. So they train players with a lot of bad habits. They train players to hack and slash, to resolute only by combat, to that whatever's before us we can probably beat if we really go at it. No. Your 3rd level ass might run into a dragon that you couldn't kill when you're 20th level. Because, you know, that dragon is like a 50th level wizard and he is, you know, half as old as the world. Yeah. You're probably not going to kill him, buddy. But he could have told you all kinds of things. He had great role-playing scenes if you didn't start trying to attack him immediately. So it can educate players to a completely wrong way to play. You have to kind of de-educate them. And honestly, I would always somebody fresh off the street than an MMO player. MMO players, they take a lot of deprogramming to make them palatable. But that being said, you do have it as a gateway into the RPG hobby, which I am quite pleased to have and quite grateful for. The more people can get in the hobby, the better, because then all the various styles are going to be more and more appeased. And I'm going to find more and more people that will play the way I want to play. And that's good, and you might as well. So that'd be good for you too. Now, LARPs, they're going to be another deal that's kind of, I don't know, they're weird. A LARP is a tabletop role-playing game meets cosplay. That's what a LARP is. You will generally find a substantially higher curve of female players in a LARP, which can be very good. You know, if you're looking for a lady that likes RPGs, it can be good. I can recall being a young guy and meet more than one woman that way, and it's fun. You know, because we went out there at a convention hotel. A good time, but they can be weird. And for me, I'm not into like dress up, like because it's what you're playing dress up. You know, a role playing game is cops and robbers. LARP is cops and robbers meets dress up. You know, and as a guy, I didn't play dress up. I didn't. I'm sure some guys out there that like that. That's cool. But for me, LARP is kind of, it has elements I'm not too into. I do like the moving around part. I like that. You know, and I'm playing LARP. I take bumps. You know, you come up and you hit me with that 5 potence, I'll go flying for you, man. Shit, I'll feel all right in a couple days. I'm not kidding. I'll take a bump for you, because I'm gonna put that scene over, and I like that. But in LARP, it creates the same problem a lot of these other games do. You end up with too many players. When you have too many players, you have too high a likelihood to have bad players, or have players that feel they're underappreciated or underused, or why does he get this or that, or the game master's friend creeps in and be balling, and other players are like, well, I should be balling too. Oh, look, now I am. With the pistol, I become balling. The pistol is mightier than your bitch ass game master, because I'm 8th generation now, and I have Serpentis. So, you know, or whatever. And that was a big running deal. I mean, you'd always see people just cheating, and then they get, you know, you find people caught up and challenged, and then you had to start retconning scenes, and oh my god, that's, you know, don't even start with me on that. I can't stand to have a scene retcon. That destroys the entire game for me. I'm done as soon as the scene gets retcon, regardless of what the outcome is. Like, because then it, like, if I'm thinking back on it, like, how do I remember what scenes did or didn't? If you have like 8 scenes, 10 scenes, 15 scenes in the course of a game retcon, what the fuck do you remember what happened in the game? You're like, oh, I don't know. I remember that happened. No, that one was retcon. Oh, what was? I didn't even know. Or what if you got retcon and, you know, your big scene, no one told you? Like, well, I have the fucking +5 sword. No, I do. Motherfucker, I did this shit in this sword. Oh, they got retcon. When? This is my +5 sword. No, I have the +5 sword. But fuck you. How about that? So, you know, it creates an issue for consistency, for believability, and those are things that are very important to me. So, after all, what I found out and do as a game designer is create games that will help pull them in, that will help not system intimidate them, that won't have too complex of rules, that won't have that, but at the same time give them all the necessities. You know, if you look at the air system, if you look at Within Ring of Fire, you're going to have all the complexity you're going to have for, say, a Dungeons & Dragons game that's going to have vastly larger numbers of rules, and you're not going to have any higher degree of believability in those rules. In fact, far lower, because of the additional time it takes to look up different rules and so forth, which is a good thing. And with the air system, we're continuing to move even forward in that direction to create a quicker, slicker role-playing game experience to help you hit that deep, immersive groove that is what what I aim for myself and what I hope for you. So, thank you for watching. We're talking about some of the different experiences, some of the different types of games. Tell me what types of games you play. Maybe there's something else even I forgot I should look at, I should know about. Let me know. Educate me, because it's always growing, it's always popping off, and I try to keep myself educated and informed what's out there. And with your help, maybe I will be. So, there you are. Remember to buy Within the Ring of Fire, DriveThruRPG.com. Get your copies today, or hit your main man up on Facebook. Get all the PDFs one shot right now. Woo! And good night, baby.